Peggy, walk on. That's the second time for the sign. I just started tapping on it today when I rode up. She still doesn't really like to walk through soft ground. She's a hard pack girl. The little feet tend to sink a little bit more. Still having to keep her in between my hands because she does try to go to the road where it's easier to walk. But we're trying to build up endurance here along with getting ride time. So making her work a little bit in a softer ground is not bad for her, as long as it's not so much that it's sucking her feet. Every step a little bit is okay. Up here where the cattle garden culvert are, we've been walking between the two, which she still looks at the pipe as it's a hole. They usually look at it as a monster. This is a little pipe here, but she's more worried about the ground being soft than she is the pipe itself. Again, we're going to keep her between my hands a little bit. If I just turn her loose, one hand on the camera, one hand loose, range dropped, she fades back to the road. She will get off your leg a little bit. I put a little left leg on her. She moves her body off of it a little bit. So I would say, as far as the riding time I've had on her, that I put riding on her, and I've also had my little boy riding her, and he doesn't have much experience, and neither does she. They're doing pretty good together, but she's doing good for me. Sometimes she is slow, like right now. She knows that ground is a little soft, so she'll want to go around it instead. Over by the fence, it's a little better, but it is soft right here, and I've had to get off a couple times. Walk on, girl. Walk on. To lead her through it, and I have even had to tie her to the fence on a long line and drive her through it the very first time. But it is down here by a deeper set of culverts, two big culverts, about 3 foot culverts, I'd say, side by side, and there's a pool by the end of those, a pool of water that is. So she'll get there just mileage by mileage. This is Peggy again, just putting mileage on her. We're working on the handle a little bit. She's getting her stop down. Whoop. Pretty decent. I thought at first she might end up being a little higher gear than she is, and she might be with a lighter rider, but I think she is settling into a slow gear, holding my weight, picking her steps, especially in this softer ground. And there's the culvert. She's more worried about the soft ground, or softer ground. When she realizes it's not too bad, she's very willing to go in it, willing to go up and look at things. Here in just a second, you'll see the two culverts. Maybe she'll go willingly, because I've asked her to go through it so many times from the ground and from the saddle. Just today, we spent 20 minutes there, and it is soft. If she refuses, well, I'll try from the saddle to convince her to go, and if she still refuses, then I will get to the ground and she will lead through. So let's see if she goes through. And there at the bottom, as you see, you might be able to, if I zoom in here, see where I've already been walking through her, and it's a bit soft. She sinks down about 4 inches, maybe 5 at the most, but she will try to hop that little hollow and get as far as she can if nobody's on her. So again, there's the two culverts. So let me zoom out and see if I can do this with one hand on the camera. She knows it's more solid here by the fence. Good girl. Come on. Come on, Peg. No, you don't get to go out there. Find your spot, baby. Easy, easy. And a little bit of a faster walk on the backside, but I'm so proud of her. That was a lot for her to get convinced that we need to go through there. That's why I had to teach her off the ground to begin with, because she was giving me a bit of refusal from the saddle, and it was easier for me to let her learn with me on the ground, not having to carry my weight. And now you see she's trying to be very willing. So we're going to finish the end of our mile ride. I got about a little less than a half mile to go, maybe a quarter mile actually, because I'm already halfway between the 2 points. And let her call it a day, get her dinner, get her a good drink of cold water, get me a good drink of cold water. And again, this is Peg. We're signing off. Wenzel's Mustangs, Mules, and More. Whoa, Peg. Peg, flex. Bump, bump. Touch. Set it on there. Good girl. Other side. Move my hand over a little bit, Peg. Bump, bump. Bump, bump. There. Good girl. Keep it there. Now you moved your feet, so we gotta flex again until you stop your feet. That's all we're asking you to do. Supple. Stay supple. That a girl. Okay.